everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tats and I'm back with another average review, and today I'm going to be talking about a game I beat on stream called Among Ashes. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell for notifications, throw a like, check out the other shorts, and check out the average reviews that I've done in the past. I'm still going to keep doing this because honestly it's fun to talk about games that I've beaten on stream, and I like to just come on here and, you know, maybe convince someone to try this game, or maybe no one watches this video. It doesn't matter. It's still a lot of fun to talk about video games because it's a good hobby of mine. So Among Ashes, the video game is, I should really have these prices on hand from now on. It's $14.99. It's $14.99, which I think is a very good deal for a short indie horror game. It takes about 4 to 6 hours to beat. I was more on the 4-hour in mark. I probably could have beaten it in 3.5, but there were 2 sections that I was about ready to rage quit on. It was so hard. I started out on normal, but eventually I bumped it down to easy. The style of these games take homage from Resident Evil, Silent Hill. There's even some nods to it. Obviously, the way you save, you can only save X amount of times on the save papers you found that you just saw. And there's RE-style puzzles, which is really nice. They're not really that hard. They're pretty straightforward if you read the description of what to do and all that stuff. I like that. So I like the puzzle elements. I like the style. I like the music. The writing is super cheesy, but again, this is a game within a game. There's a lot going on here, and it's very easy to get confused. But you know, as you play the game that your friend sent you, other things start happening in the real world, and it starts to blend, and it starts to be a mind trip, and there's a deeper, darker backstory here. When it comes to the game that you're seeing here, what I'm going to try to show is just gameplay from within the game, because I don't want to show the elements of that bleed into the real world. This is the part of the game that so there's the game again, I got to try to explain this super careful. There's the game that you load into. Your friend then sends you the game, which you are seeing on screen right there, right now. And then there's another game in the game later. Like I said, very mind-breaking. This is the one game that was very frustrating. I started out on normal, which was fine. But my gosh, the lack of resources, ammo, health. I died a lot when I really shouldn't have died a lot. And there's a certain enemy pretty early on that can be rather troublesome. And some of the enemies do respawn, but inventory is that of Resident Evil. Probably 2 or 3 would be the best way to describe it. That's my favorite character right there. But overall, the interweaving stories are really good, and it does tell a good story. On a scary factor, there's some moments. I think there's like one time I got like mega jump scared. There are some pretty annoying enemies in what I would call the later half of the game. But overall, pretty easy to pick up. I played on mouse and keyboard, didn't really have any issues. I'll be honest, there are 2 boss fights, and the one boss fight is the one that drove me nuts. It's a good idea until you realize what's going on. I'm not gonna spoil it because you gotta experience it, but it was so frustrating. I probably spent an hour and a half on it. It didn't need to take that long. It didn't. Overall, this is a very good game. I like what was going on here. Could have been a little bit longer because honestly, the game that you're seeing played right here was pretty good. I would have liked to have seen more from that, and I honestly almost 100%ed it in the run that I did. And again, I'm trying not to show any spoilers, puzzles, anything like that, because I want you to be able to figure them out. But yeah, I like this game for $14.99. I like it. Average gamer. Is it going to be something for the average gamer? Yeah, I think so. And again, you know how I always go back to this. If you're a streamer, this is definitely a game for you to check out. I liked it. It was good. Granted, there was frustrating parts, but overall, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. There's a lot of things that could have been different. Just be very smart about where you save, ammo, resource management, and all that. Other than that, everything's pretty straightforward. I only looked up a guide at the end because I was getting so frustrated. Because again, I was playing on normal, and it felt like I was playing on like Resident Evil Extreme Hardcore, you're never going to win this game mode. So it's good. I like it. It's on Steam. I don't think it's on consoles. But I definitely recommend this game. You want just like, again, if you're a streamer, right up your alley, need a spooky night, or you got redeemed for a spooky game, this is the one right here. It's pretty good. I like it. 7.5 out of 10. That's probably what I would give it. Hopefully you guys are liking these average reviews. I'm not going to stop. I like content creation. I like talking about video games. But yeah, if you like this, check out the other ones. Comment down below. Did you play this game? Do you want to play this game? Do you have questions about this game? I'd be happy to answer them down below. And then come join us a live stream. I've been posting all the streams a month in advance because I get so busy at work. So that way you can at least see when my next streams are going to be. It's always Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, either other Saturday, depending on I'm working overtime. But we were playing Mandragoria, Doom, Dark Ages, the first Berserker Kazan, and soon we're throwing Resident Evil 5 into the mix, so you're not going to want to miss those. So thank you for watching another average review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next review. Thanks for watching.